Now this is the AD function. Just look this very carefully, because AS though we have already done in the previous chapter also, but this is the new one for us. AD refers to ex ante demand or planned expenditure in the economy by the consumers, means which all the consumers in the economy are wishing to spend. It is desired expenditure, means they want to spend it. Clear? That's why it is ex ante. Now AD has two components, means aggregate demand, it's an expenditure of whole economy, and expenditure of whole economy means expenditure of household as well as expenditure of producer sector. Clear? So the components of AD are C plus I. C refers to consumption expenditure by household and I refers to investment expenditure by the producers. Clear? Consumption expenditure by household means it is related with the level of income. As income increases, consumption also increases. Consumption expenditure means expenditure by the household sector on consumer goods. Clear? And we have also studied this relationship that when income increases, consumption also increases. Clear? Second point, that even at zero level of income there exists some consumption. Clear? Even when we are earning nothing, still we are consuming something. That is our basic needs of the life. Clear? Third, it is an upward sloping straight line curve because its slope is constant. That's why it's a straight line curve sloping upward, because it's have a positive relation. So these 3 points you have to keep into the mind. Now regarding investment function, investment expenditure by the producer in the economy is not related with the income. Reason being, here in the short run we are assuming investment to be autonomous and constant. As we have discussed earlier, in the short run we assume technology to be constant. And what is investment? Investment means purchasing technology or investing into technology. When technology is constant, we cannot change technology, then how investment can be changed? So when in the short run technology is constant, then investment expenditure is also constant. Whatever we have done investment at zero level of income, that would remain same for all the levels of income. So that's why under short run the investment expenditure is also assumed to be autonomous and constant. Clear? It means it will remain same at all the level of income. So being it will not increase or it will not decrease, it will be a horizontal line curve parallel to x-axis. Whatever be the level of income shown on the x-axis, the investment will not gonna change accordingly. So that's why we will got a curve which is a horizontal curve parallel to x-axis. Clear? This is also shown here in these diagrams, like this is the C function. We have done this earlier also. On OX axis income is shown, on OY axis consumption is shown. Y is the income curve and C is the consumption curve. Clear? Y is a straight line making a 45-degree angle, and C is starting from OY axis, because even at zero level we are consuming something, so that's why it is starting from OY axis. Clear? And it is upward sloping because it is increasing with the increase in income. Clear? Here is the investment curve. On the OX axis income is being shown, on the OY axis investment is being shown, and whatever is being invested at zero level of income, it would remain the same throughout whatever the level of income is. So income increases or not increases, the investment would remain the same. So it is a horizontal straight line parallel to x axis. Now here is the AD function, which is a combination of C and I. First of all, see the table over here. At various level of income we are having consumption and investment. Clear? Income is increasing by a gap of 20-20 here, and consumption is increasing by a gap of 10-10 over here, and investment is constant, because under short run the investment is assumed to be autonomous and constant. Whatever was the investment at zero level, it would remain the same at all levels of income. And AD is a combination of C plus I. Look here, 50 means 30 plus 20, 60 means 40 plus 20, 70 means 50 plus 20, and so on. Clear? At zero level we are consuming, consumption expenditure is 30 because we are spending it on the essentials of life. 20 is the autonomous investment. Even we are earning nothing, but still we have invested on the technology to produce goods, and that technology cannot be changed in the short run, so that's why investment is a constant here. Clear? So by adding up consumption and investment we are having AD. So with the increase in income, AD is also increasing. Now here is the diagrammatic presentation. Look here, investment is constant, so it is a horizontal straight line parallel to x axis. means income. On the OY axis we are representing AD, consumption, investment, means all the expenditure we are presenting here. C is the consumption curve starting from y axis, that is from 30. Here C is 30, it is starting from 30 over here, clear. And then AD, that is a combination of C plus I, is starting from 50 because the at zero level of income AD is 50. It is a combination of 20, that is investment, plus 30, that is consumption, clear. So it will start at 50. Now if you're gonna see the diagram, AD is just parallel to C. Why it is so? Because the difference between AD and C remains constant throughout, clear. You can see over here, whatever the difference between AD and C, it remains constant. That's why AD and C are parallel to one another, clear. And I is parallel to OX axis.